Alright, well, I hope my camera rig doesn't fall over because this is the most jury-rigged piece of garbage I've ever done. But, we'll go with it, for right now. Hi, Mr. Man here. As you see set in front of you, these are a bunch of knives that I've never really shown before on camera. Not that I've never shown them before, but not as prevalent. Like in my knife collection videos, they don't make their EDC rounds as much. Not that I do many EDC videos, but you get the drift. Anyway, so yeah, this is my secret knife collection, or hidden knife collection, or whatever you want to call it. Just knives that normally I don't show that much. I figured, hell, another video, more views, more AdSense money. Give me money, please. Dear Lord, I need it. So we're going to start with upper left, and we're going to work our way down, okay? Some of these are pretty cool, some are meh, whatever. We'll start up here. This is a little Ganzo. Let's see if we focus. I'm using my phone because it gets a little bit better focus. Come on, tap to focus. A little bit better focus than my normal camera, so you can see that texture on there. It's just a cheap little $3 Ganzo knife from Walmart. Not a bad little knife. I normally just throw this in my hiking pack. I haven't used it too much. I mean, when you actually get up close now that I think about it. Let's see if we can do it on the tip there. Nope. Push the wrong side. Let's see. Tap to focus is fun, isn't it? This ain't going to do it. Whatever. You get the drift. It's a little knife. Nothing too fancy. Little liner lock. Pretty good, though. Pretty good. Not going to say go out and buy a bunch of Ganzo knives, but if you only have $3, I'd buy this instead of like a Tac Force or something. Next, we have the Spyderco Tenacious. Now, you're wondering, wait, Mr. Man, you already showed this in your knife collection video. Yeah, I did, but this is my second Tenacious, and this one has a sticky lock, has blade play, and it's just kind of a mess altogether. I probably should have got my other camera because I would have had more room, but it still works, it still functions. I've taken it apart to try and see what's up with it, but I don't want to cut myself on this now because everyone's cut themselves on Tenacious. It doesn't really flick open well. I mean, plus behind the camera, it doesn't lend itself to flicking. But yeah, this was a kind of a lemon I got because the other one I have is really solid, really locks up really good. This one just kind of feels like there's something off with it. But still, I'd recommend a Tenacious, just not this one. Be careful if you get a lemon. This is a cheap little. I think Fury made it. I bought this a long time ago. It's a paratrooper knife. It has a, come on, open it. Here we go, close. Come on, dang it. It's a cool little design. I like the concept of it. As far as actually being functional, I mean, it falls in the category of like a butterfly knife for me. And you just go like that, and it just tracks in. Too much sawdust to go into opening and closing it. But it's a cool design. I kind of wish that someone made it. Actually, I think Smith & Wesson, or Taylor Brands, used to make a knife with a function like this that it was a little bit higher quality, but was it the Glide Lock? Might have been the Glide Lock, I don't remember. But yeah, it's still a cool little knife. I mean, it was only like $10. I mean, it rattles like crazy. That's kind of disconcerting, yeah. Next, this one I unboxed it, but I haven't done a review on it yet. I do want to talk about this, not necessarily this knife, but this brand in particular, which is Ravencrest Tactical. There's a couple things I want to go over, but right now we're just going to show the knife off. This is actually a double action OTF. Okay. Pretty fast one. Reliable action, that's a good thing about it. It does have reliable action. A bit of a blade plague to it. You can probably hear that. And see that. Look, I mean, you can see the blade play. Obviously, all OTFs are going to have blade play, but this one kind of got it bad. I mean, even my my current EDC, which has been my EDC since I've bought it, my Microtech Ultratech, this guy, it does have blade play. A little bit up and down, left and right. But you need blade play in an OTF. But not that much. So, and like I said, there's a couple things I want to talk about that, but we're not going to get into that right now. This is just showing the knives off, okay? Next, you have a Ganzo, and I can never remember the identification of this. It's a G719, as it says back there. Maybe. There we go. G719, 440C. It's about $20-ish off of the Bay. The Bay. It's hard to close these guys on camera. Let's open this up without it hitting anything and see if I can get all in frame. Let's try this. Cross your fingers. There we go. Pretty decent action. Nice button. It's pretty flush and recessed, so takes a little bit of a press to get in there, but it's not going to open up accidentally. Heavy knife, stainless handles, got some G10 insert. overall, a pretty nice knife. I haven't really carried it much. Actually, I've never carried it. Let me correct myself there. But because it is kind of heavy, but it's a decent knife. I use it down on my desk. Like it's kind of my desk knife that I just keep for opening up random stuff I get. This is an old CRKT model, the CRKT Pezzoid. This is a Pezzoid, right? It should be. Really small, a little too small for me, but I bought 2 of these guys because they were like dirt cheap from Amazon. Nice little knife if you wanted something really, really tiny. But I mean, as you see from my hands, it's a little bit tiny of a knife. Frame lock design. Can't say I'm too thrilled about frame locks or tip down. You know, I gotta make a video on why I don't like tip down carry, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that eventually. But still, good little solid knife. CRKT makes high quality garbage. I'm kidding. High quality stuff. I haven't really had any issues with any of their knives. This is a Victorinox Classic. The reason why I have this in here, this is actually the first knife I owned. I think this or like a K-bar dinner set, or, you know, like the thing that comes with fork, knife, spoon, all that stuff. This guy carried a lot. I mean, as you can see, the blade, I gotta clean that. That thing is all gunked up. The blade's all gunked up. I use this a lot. File. Didn't really use a file. It's like an old thing. Scissors are really useful. They're kind of, springs really weak in them. Still function, but, you know, I do have to clean it up. But you still got the tweezers. Tweezers are really useful in these things. Like, that's one reason why I'd recommend carrying a Swiss Army knife over anything else. Or not over anything else, but like carrying one is because you have the toothpick and tweezers. Tweezers are really good for splinters. But still, this is pretty much the first knife I ever had that was an actual knife that you could carry. So kind of special place in my heart for it. I can't get everything in frame because my stupid camera don't have wide angle. Wide angle? Wide view. Unless I'm zoomed in. I don't think I am. This is a Gerber artifact. This technically classifies as a knife because of the X-Acto knife blade, which I'm very, very hesitant about because these guys are sharp as hell. But there you go. It uses a sort of compression lock idea, like from what's that company? Spyderco. And it takes X-Acto knife blades, number 11, I think it is. I'm not sure. Just standard hobby blades. Replaceable. You can pop them out there. Never really carried it much. I got it for the fact that it did have replaceable blades, but for some reason, X-Acto knife blades, they kind of scare me. Like, just because the tip is so sharp. But I do like how this does have, it is a pry bar. I kind of got it for the pry bar and a little bottle opener, and I put my own lanyard on it. So it's a nice little tool, you know, for keychain. I wouldn't recommend carrying on a keychain. Oh, and it does have a Phillips on the back, a flat Phillips. So if you want that. Wouldn't really recommend carrying in the pocket just because if that opens up, you are going to be in some serious trouble. Next we have a Schrade Imperial. Classic, a little fat guy. Say, is a Stockman, a mini Stockman? A little stiff, but still nice little knife. It's a good looking knife. That's the thing about this guy. Kind of small, kind of stiff for me. 3-blade design. So, you know, you got all your normal blades there. I bought 2 of these guys. They were pretty cheap back when I was first getting into knives. I kind of wanted a Stockman. I still want to get an original case Stockman. Actually, when I'm done with this video, I might go and order one because there's a specific one that I want that I've seen for a long time. I've been eyeballing it for a while. I just haven't pulled the trigger. But these classic design, you know, these knives that are kind of classic design, they're really nice to look at. Never got into them too much, but hey, you know, that can change. Next, we have Victorinox Tinkerer. This is one I actually do carry. Let's see, where's the main blade? I do carry this one quite a bit, and I think it's shown up in a couple of my EDC videos. But really good knife. I feel like the Tinkerer is the best Swiss Army or Victorinox knife that you can get just because of what it has, you know, size-wise, tool-wise. I like how it got a Phillips screwdriver versus a stupid idiotic corkscrew. Most of the tools, it does have the awl, which I don't think is too useful, at least for me. But that's like the only tool on here that isn't useful. I mean, it has your normally, you know, your screwdrivers, your bottle opener, can opener, more of the flathead. Got your tweezers, your toothpick, and everything. So it's the most useful out of the Victorinox lineup, in my opinion, as far as size, weight, and price goes. And I'm actually thinking, if I get really close to the camera and you can hear me just talking like right into the microphone, I'm actually thinking about, come on, focus, dang it, come on, dear Lord, there we go. I'm actually thinking about maybe for my giveaway giving one of those away. Yes, I know, I said giveaway. I'm still working out the details how I'm going to do a giveaway on here, okay? I'm a little hesitant about giving a knife away because I know that half my fan base is like 13-year-olds. Nothing against 13-year-olds, because I mean, you know, I was one at one time, so I'm not trying to harp on them, but it's just, don't really want to send a knife to a kid. So, we'll have to see how we're going to do. Maybe I'll have us at adult signatures requested or something. I don't know. This is a Letterman Style CS. And this guy, I don't remember. Oh, yeah, the toothpick, or not toothpick, does have tweezers that come out there, but they're a little hard to get out. This guy is just basically a Letterman, but scissors. I originally got this for like a little, I think it was, I don't know what it was for. It was like a, God, what was it? Was it an Altoids tin survival kit? I think it was. I was like, I'm going to put that in there, and I never really finished making it. It's a little file. It does have a little knife blade on it here. See? Non-locking, you know, but cool little tool. Never carried it, really. Just does have a clip module there. And I think that also acts as a bottle opener, so if you're a beer drinker, that'll help. But never really carried it. It would be good, though. I mean, Letterman makes good stuff. I got one of their multi-tools, you know. They're heavy. They're pretty heavy duty. Next in the lineup is the Gerber EAB, the Gerber Exchanger Blade. There are really extensive reviews. I think Nothing Fancy has a review on this. It's a lockable utility cutter, or utility blade. Takes standard utility blades. I think they're standard. I don't know. You just undo the screw, pull it out, put a new one in. And what I like about this is that it's a semi-high quality box cutter, if that makes sense. So you can carry on a box cutter without it looking stupid. Because, I mean, when this is folded up, it could be a money clip too. It is a liner lock there. Could be a money clip, but it has a pretty nice form factor to it. It doesn't look like, oh, a box cutter, you know. It's not like you're just carrying around some cheapo little box cutter. I mean, it's good. I mean, something like this is good if you do a lot of cutting and you really don't want to sharpen a knife, cough me, or don't want to, you know, mess up a really highly expensive knife. You know, this would be a good choice. And Gerber, I don't have much experience with Gerber, but from what I've heard, they make good stuff. Not awesome, but decent. You're not really getting scammed, I guess. And especially something like this, you know, you just have, you know, put whatever blades you want in there. I think I have some Irwin blades I was going to put in. But, you know, you can put whatever blades, high quality blades, low quality blades, and you basically, you know, you'll have yourself whatever quality box cutter you want. This guy, and I'm not going to be able to flick it open. Oh, I did actually. This is a Ganzo G something something. I can't remember the designation. Focus. Now it won't focus. Well, it's a G710. If it focuses. You can't focus because my hand's all shaky. Come on. Focus. Take my word for it. It's a G710. You can see right there. This is actually a knockoff of a Benchmade. Or not a knockoff, but kind of like a clone of a Benchmade. I used to carry this all the time at my old job. Not this specific one. I had two of them. But it's a good knife. Like the Axis Lock. Kind of knockoff clone. You know. Axis Lock's a good opening mechanism in my opinion. This one needs to be oiled up a little bit. It does have like some weird grease on it. Came from the factory. This one's basically brand new because I've never carried this specific one. They don't want to have us all beat up and stuff. But yeah, that's a Ganzo. Like, you know, Ganzo's pretty decent as far, like, these are only $20 each. And then this guy, this is an Enlin B. Let's see, I'm going to have to flip this open off camera. This is just a flipper. It kind of reminds me of a Hinder design for some reason. I got two of these just carried as hiking. This one's a beast. This one weighs a lot. I mean, it's a heavy knife. This is the EL01. I don't know if they still make these, but it's a liner lock. Really heavy duty. Feels really sturdy. You know, I'd recommend this. Oh, the only thing about it is that the pivot's kind of custom pivot, so that sucks. But Ganzo or Inland, I would recommend if you want a cheaper knife, but you still want high quality, because I haven't had any issues with the ones I had. But yeah, so that's just kind of a couple knives that I normally don't show on camera. It's not that they're bad; they just normally don't make it into my my knife collection videos or my EDC rotation, like I said. So. Anyway, if you like this video, like, favorite, subscribe, share on MySpace and Facebook and Twitter, and like follow me on Instagram, which I don't have an Instagram, but I should make one. But yeah, you can donate money to my Patreon, which I don't have a Patreon. Give me money on PayPal. I'm not giving you my PayPal information. If you want to send fan mail, send it to my P.O. Box, which I don't have. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.